morning, good morning. Turn on the marquee lights. Good morning tonight.
Good morning, good morning. Broadway is feeling bright. Good morning tonight.
When the theaters shut their doors, we were so sad and blue.
Now we're bringing back Broadway in our Tuesday night review.
So good morning.
We'll make you feel alright. Good morning tonight for you.
Good morning tonight.
What a take. Good morning.
Good morning tonight. Hello.
Hi, Jackie Cox. How are you?
I'm pretty darn good, Michael Hull. Here we are on it's a rainy Tuesday evening here in New York City.
Starting the broadcast with a weather report.
Well,
I like getting right to the news.
I like to keep the kids very informed, as you know. And this is a very serious news program,
yes.
as our viewers now know.
As they do. Well, welcome one and all. As you know, I'm Michael Hull.
And I'm Jackie Cox.
And welcome to Good
Morning Tonight.
I am sporting my my spooky Sanderson sister mug again tonight.
Oh, I am rocking Disneyland. That is my mug I'm doing. It has all the fireworks and all the memories and none of the COVID.
Well, we love it. Jackie, I love the way you did your hair tonight. It looks beautiful.
Oh, thank you. This is a brand new hat I just purchased from my good friend Kenneth, aka Perspective Beats on Instagram. He styled this for me. It is a gorgeous new hat, and I thought it goes well with my lovely little jacket I'm wearing. It's so late in September. I'm very cold.
It's almost October. I can't believe we have made it this far. But of course, we're sporting our most official news looks for you this evening, our political garb.
This is very serious times.
Yes. Well, we have quite a show for you. It is 7 p.m., which means that if our president hadn't lied to us about a global pandemic, forcing us into 6+ months of a nationwide shutdown and sweeping lockdown, now is the time that normally theater people would be getting up, would be heading to their theaters, would be warming up the gift and getting ready to wow another audience.
But, Michael, our president did lie to us about a global pandemic, forcing us into 6+ months of a nationwide shutdown and a sweeping lockdown. So that's not happening these days. Broadway is dark, and a lot of people are missing the razzle and dazzle of live theater. So good morning, and welcome to a morning show just for us nighttime people.
Work. And what a show it's going to be tonight. You guys, I noticed all of you spunky audience members in the comments. I see you. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for calling us out on being a little fashionably late this evening. Full disclosure. Yeah, there was some people were like, oh, yes, fashionably late, I see.
There's a lot of production value in this episode, Michael. I hope these children know.
Guys, this is an ambitious episode that we have tonight, and we're just going to let you know we're having a little bit of difficulty on our back end, which Jackie's really used to difficulty on the back end.
Hey, Michael! Oh my goodness!
But
Don't give the kids tell the kids all my secrets. I haven't had my fiber today.
But we think we've got everything ironed out for you tonight. We've got 3 incredible guests. We have some other surprises that Jackie and I are very excited to share with you this evening. And we're glad you're here. What a show we've got. We have, Jackie, we've been on quite a princess kick for the past few episodes.
Or the past 35 years, if you're me.
Well, we're continuing down that road tonight. We are joined by Broadway's Princess Anna herself. Nicole Chapman is here.
Yes, plus we'll be joined by a dynamic duo of actor, singer, producer, creative Swiss Army knives. Blake McIver Ewing and Emerson Collins are with us. All the way from Los Angeles. It's going to be incredible.
The most handsome and the most talented.
Most.
Can't wait to hear what they're up to. If you're enjoying the show tonight, as we've been telling you all of this month, instead of tipping us, if you were out at this fabulous bar show / news broadcast and you wanted to throw us a few dollars, we are not accepting tips. However, we encourage you to consider making a donation to Broadway for Biden to support the Biden Victory Fund. We don't think you could find a much better cause these days.
I would agree, and I think, especially going into tonight's festivities after this program, Michael and I will be watching with bated breath the very first presidential debate tonight, and so we need to support our guy Joe because we need to vote blue as our backgrounds are. Ooh.
Yes, I'm wearing a lot of blue today and a little bit of red just for accent.
Yeah, and the only blue that is with me is the blue Gatorade in this mug. Delicious.
Amazing. Well, amazing. I'm checking these comments. I see Andrew Werner's here. You guys,
Oh
welcome.
my goodness.
I missed it. There it is. Can't wait. What do you say we
Celebrity
jump right in?
photographer Andrew Werner and notable friend of the Real Housewives of New York, Sonia Morgan.
Yes, Jackie, I think we might actually be good to go. If you can banter, if you can, I may be able to do this.
I can do anything. As Michael was saying, tonight we're doing a lot of amazing things. We're later on in the show. I don't want to give too much away, but you will see Michael and I not in our usual very serious, very real newsroom, but you may see us later tonight on a different stage. That will be, very important politically to the future of this country.
Oh my gosh,
so
I
hope you enjoy all of those amazing technical wonders and wizardries that Michael Hall is bringing into this.
Attempting to do right now.
He's doing it all. He's the producer, director, and creative mind behind the Broadway-Talk Live network. And one of the things that you all know is that this is one of 3 shows that Michael Hall produces. The other 2 shows include the 5:30 Quarantini on Thursdays with our good friend Dylan Bustamante, and on Monday there is MT Trivia at 9 p.m. with the Metzger Timsenses, aka the MTs, and they talk all about the MT. And by MT, I mean musical theater, which we love and we adore, and we miss the times that we could all enjoy it live, which is why we bring it to you live on YouTube here at the Broadway-Talk Live network.
Let's see what happens when I do this and then do this. Jackie, I think you've done it. I think you've successfully stalled. And I think now, we're having a hard time bridging the gap between New York and LA, but I think we may have done it.
It's true. It's true.
Let's abandon the sinking ship plan that we had, and I think let's just do the show as we were gonna.
I'm with you, Michael. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Well, great. I'm glad you're with me. I see one of our distinguished guests backstage. I think she's with us. She gets the new plan. We're going with plan A. It's going to be a hoot. And we're just glad you're all here. So, Jackie, what do you say we get to our first guests of the episode?
Yes, our first guests tonight, well, they do it all. Blake McIver Ewing is an actor, writer, director, producer, and recording artist. He appeared in the world premiere of the musical Ragtime, is an accomplished cabaret artiste, including directed and choreographed my cabaret shows, and has his own theater company where he has directed critically acclaimed productions of Aida, The Light in the Piazza, which I was in, and more. And sure, let's just get this out of the way right in the beginning. Yes, he is the adorable little boy, villainous little boy from The Little Rascals, and also the very gay Derek from Full House and Fuller House.
And Emerson Collins is an actor, producer, a TV personality. You may recognize him from Rent Live on Fox or from the 4 seasons that he starred on of Bravo's hit social series, The People's Couch. He's a radio host who recently revived one of his long-running and beloved shows, The Del and Emerson Show, which we'll hear more about in a second, for audiences during this pandemic. We are so thrilled that these 2 gentlemen are here with us tonight. So let's meet Blake McIver Ewing and Emerson Collins.
Hello, welcome.
Hi.
Hello. Good morning tonight.
Cheers.
Oh my
welcome
goodness.
to the show.
Welcome. What's in your mug, boys?
Delicious agua fresca.
Ooh.
And an afternoon, evening, morning iced coffee.
Oh, I love it. Afternoon, evening, morning iced coffee. That's very, very on brand for Good Morning Tonight. We never know what time it is, but
I was going to say, where in the world are you coming to us from?
Live from West Hollywood, California.
Oh, so it's a little earlier there.
A little earlier.
It's an early good morning tonight.
Yeah, a little too early for a cocktail on a Tuesday. Yeah.
Well, in the
It's a
words
perfect
of
pre-party moment.
there's always time for a cocktail, though I think now she's sober, but we still love Mrs. Kasha Davis.
Correct.
This wig is very like Mrs. Kasha Davis-y, isn't it?
Mhm.
I could see her wearing this. Excuse me, my hair. This is my real hair.
The hair growing out of your head.
I don't wear wigs.
Exactly. I don't wear wigs.
I
how
do.
have you? Thank goodness. Speaking of wigs, I'm so glad you're both been growing yours out. How has the rest of quarantine been for you both?
I mean, it's been great. We spent the first half of it in Palm Springs, so we had absolutely no complaints. Yeah, and now we're back in LA and trying to make things happen, even in the midst of all this quarantine.
Honestly, the only thing I've actually accomplished is this wig, so I hope it's a success.
Well, and it's important too because now we can get back to selling one of my favorite T-shirts of yours. If you don't know, Emerson has a side hustle where he sells really fun T-shirts with clever things that he writes. And one of my favorites is "Bangs are cheaper than Botox." And as someone who recently just got Botox for the first time, I agree.
Jackie Cox, I can't believe. Oh, I guess it was on your Instagram story, but I can't believe we just went there live on big ratings television.
You know, I try to be very accessible for the children, which is why I can no longer lift my eyebrows more than this. That's it.
It's preventative. It's preventative.
And it explains why I wasn't quite sure if you were happy we were here.
Yeah, this is me smiling, and this is me frowning.
Housewives, here I come.
Housewives, I'm ready. I am ready. I also decided to wear this very warm, I guess this would be a boucle jacket in honor of the presidential debate this evening. And now I am literally sweating under these hot television studio lights. So
I'm feeling we're going to be sweating all night.
Under the lamp, Phil lights.
Please welcome to the stage, Phil. Phil
Lights.
We love his work.
Well, Emerson, I know you said that you haven't been up too much during quarantine, but I'm going to call you out on that. That is a lie. You've been very busy, in fact. Both of you have been. But you produced and starred in a live stream benefit that raised a butt ton of money and brought in some crazy, exciting names, yourself included. Will you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. Well, first, the trick to appearing with real celebrities is to produce it so they can't keep you from being in it.
Okay.
Hence this show.
My producer work husband is, of course, playwright, writer, director extraordinaire Del Shores, and he, of his many projects, is best known for Sordid Lives, the story of a gay Texas boy coming out to his crazy family. That was a film over 20 years ago. So when the pandemic started, we were launching a new Del Shores Foundation. And so we stopped all the fundraising for that, but we realized within our community of live theater and the theaters that had signed on to support the foundation, they were all shut down from now until whenever. And sitting at home with nothing to do, we thought, you know, what can we do to support live theater, right? As the world opens back up, when it does, one of the last things that will come back, of course, is live performance venues where people can be close together. So we did a live stream reading of the original Sordid Lives play, starring many of the film, series, and play actors: Bonnie Bedelia, Leslie Jordan, Bo Bridges, Dale Dickey. I mean, it was like a parade of icons. And the silver lining to the pandemic is no one has an excuse to say no.
That's amazing. That's exactly that's the way to get them. And I mean, especially, let's talk about this. You know, you and I and Blake, and I'm going to assume Michael, have been big fans of Leslie Jordan for many years. But it's actually been since this pandemic that he has now blown up. He has millions of new followers. And I was like, where were you in the 90s when Beverly Leslie was all over the television?
Right. Correct. I mean, it was the greatest thing to watch people discover Leslie Jordan, the Emmy-winning actor. Like the play of Del's that I'm used to do, Southern Baptist Sissies. We were doing the show when he won the Emmy for Will and Grace, and the performance after he won the Emmy, he walked out on stage as his character and set the Emmy down on the piano in our 99-seat theater. Like the room went wild, cheering, and it finally paused. And this is what a genius Dale Dickey is. When the applause subsided, she looked at it and said, "I didn't know you bowled." It was a bowling trophy.
That is an amazing story. Look at this exclusive scoop right here on Good Morning Tonight. This is the hard-hitting daytime journalism that the kids come to this program for, to find out the real tea about your favorite performers and actors and playwrights, apparently. So thank goodness you are bringing this hard-hitting investigative reporting to our very important daytime television show.
Yes.
And we did raise over $80,000 for 23 nonprofit theater companies. So we were able to send over $3,000 to each of these 23 nonprofit theaters all over the country, from like regional.
Wow.
Yeah.
We come from theater, you know,
That's
and
incredible.
it was something we could do, and it was really rewarding, and gave me a task to not go crazy.
That's incredible. That is so incredible. And you know, we talk about it on this television program with every person who comes from the Broadway and off-Broadway and non-Broadway communities about how difficult this has been for theater at every level, but certainly for the nonprofit theaters. So thank you so much for your contributions to this community. And now I would say there's a second contribution to this community that you are making that everyone can participate in, which is you're both on faculty at the Del Shores Studio.
Yes, we are. Oh,
do we like that transition? You know, I had to do it.
I
had to do it.
It must be the new wig. I mean, your hair.
Yes, we're thrilled because we just opened up a new virtual branch of the Del Shores Studio and started doing musical theater technique classes. So we're having a great time. We've already done 2 of them. Our first one was 16 bars and booked to get your audition just ready to sell it to the kids. And our second one was acting through song, which was a long format masterclass type workshop. And it's been so fulfilling. We've gotten some great students out of it, and it's really a wonderful time. So many of us, well, all musical theater people are sitting at home trying to just continue working on their craft. And so this is a great place that we can all come and commune together and work and get better.
Thank goodness for that. And what are there some upcoming classes that our viewers may want to sign up for? And do they have to be in the United States, or can they be anywhere in the world? Is the only requirement you speak English? What are the rules and regulations? How can we get the kids involved?
Yes, unfortunately, like a stereotypical American, I only speak the one language, and not even that well. So we prefer English-speaking students, and all you need is an internet connection, Zoom, and a desire to sing.
Honey, that's so easy. So if you are watching, you can sign up for classes with the Del Shore Studios and have these 2 gorgeous, darling gentlemen as some of your professors. Look at this.
And there it is right there, thedelshorestudio.com.
How easy is that?
Is on the website.
How easy is that? And you know, and if you don't trust, you know, Blake and Emerson, trust me. I've done many a production with Blake, and Blake. One of the shows we mentioned at during the intro was Light in the Piazza, which was a production that I did that Blake produced over 10 years ago now. How does that feel, Blake?
Unreal.
You look so young. Oh, it's the Botox.
It's the Botox. The bangs would have been cheaper, but instead, here we are, Botox. And also, Blake is the famous Blake that I've talked about in many interviews that helped create Jackie Cox. The creation. Look what you've unleashed on the world.
Look at what I couldn't be more proud.
So this is who you have to blame.
But yeah, send your hate tweets directly to me.
Oh God.
Blake's handle is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. If you would like to send him hate mail, it is available for you.
Absolutely.
For you.
For you. Oh my gosh.
It's funny every time.
It's thank God, because I gotta do something somehow. And again, if you don't trust me, you don't trust Michael, you don't trust Blake or Emerson's words, I think there will be an opportunity for the audience to scope you 2 out for themselves and see if they can judge whether you 2 really are the incredible artistes that we said you were in your bios.
And what scoping it's going to be. Hold on to your hats for this one. Boys, what's next?
Oh, well, you all are getting the exclusive today, tonight, good morning, tonight.
This is a real exclusive. This is an exclusive.
We haven't announced this yet until right this moment. Our next cabaret show, we did a couple months ago, we did a cabaret for the Public Theater of San Antonio, and they have been keeping theater alive virtually. And so we did a show called I Dreamed a Dream Girl for them.
We love this title. We love this title.
With this title.
Well, that one started from our voices are fairly different.
Right, like I sing like Diet Josh Groban.
And that's funny because
And
I was
what
gonna say-
gospel choir did he stumble out of?
I sing like Diet Michael Hull, so I get it.
Correct.
And I just sing like I'm on a diet, so I don't know.
That's how you hit the high notes, Michael. You're like,
Well,
His
we don't
favorite show is Les Mis. My favorite show is Dreamgirls. So we just put songs together that shouldn't ever have been put together, and hilarity ensued. So we've got a new one coming up for spooky season.
We love spooky season. Drum roll, please. What is the new cabaret?
The new title is Once Upon a Lockdown.
work!
Yes!
Look at all the gay stereotype happening.
Oh
we
my
love
God.
a pandering, slutty Halloween costume.
Praise
the
be.
stereotypes they warn you about.
Well, okay, and I'm just going to say this, and I want to, preface this by saying, during this season, when we see so many gay cabarets, I want to thank you both for the bravery, the vulnerability to not use hocus pocus as the theme for your cabaret. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And in the show, there's not a single reference
There isn't.
to that. It is fairy tales, Disney villains, freaks, witches, and more of that. What we found in the first one is the opening number of that, where we mashed up Dreamgirls and I Dreamed a Dream, was offensive in the right way for people. So we are
Yes.
leaning harder in that absurd direction.
I love
Thank
it.
goodness. I can't wait to watch this. And tell the fine, lovely folks where they can see it, how they can purchase tickets, and how many tickets they should purchase, which is all of them.
You should buy all the tickets. No, look, $20. Like, support live artists.
Yes.
But, we don't need a lot for our living room show. But we are hurting just like lots of other performers across the country, even though we're helping other people. And it will be Sunday, October 25th, 5 p.m. Pacific, a 75-minute show and Q&A afterwards, live streamed to a private YouTube link. But just like this, a lovely StreamYard presentation.
We love a lovely StreamYard presentation.
And I love that Jackie is thanking you for your lack of hocus pocus reference. I am thanking you for your inclusion of Speedos, fishnets, and a corset.
Yeah. All the
Giving the kids what they want.
Whenever we
Giving the
can merge these disparate concepts together, we try.
Yes. And for those of you...
I've done slutty Halloween since I did Jesus Take the Wheel wearing a loincloth and a homemade crown of thorns. I am
Oh my God.
awful.
There are so many amazing Halloween costumes. You have to dig back into Emerson's archives on Instagram to find them all because they are all hilarious, clever, and amazing. And in addition to seeing them perform live in this cabaret show, you can see Emerson every Tuesday at this exact time, and also Thursday. So tune in on Thursday to see the Dell and Emerson show. And where can they see that show?
On Tuesday and Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific.
Tuesday and Friday. Excuse me.
Exclues you.
Streaming on my YouTube channel and Dell's Facebook page, and all the back shows are there. And we do the weekend LGBTQ news and nonsense, specifically focused on entertaining stories, important news that affect our community, to entertain and help people see stories they might not find other places. We're focusing on LGBTQ candidates and things to keep ourselves informed.
That is amazing. And speaking of candidates, as we mentioned at the top of the show, we are soliciting donations to Broadway for Biden. And if you'd like to join the cause, you can go to tinyurl.com/BWayBiden and show your support for our next president and soon-to-be debater tonight.
I love that you are doing that so much. I think it's so important that artists use their platforms to talk about things that matter in addition to the nonsense. And I love that you focus on that. We've been text banking for Joe Biden. I've been making videos for Jamie Harrison in South Carolina. Like, I think
anything we can do.
Yeah. I think what's interesting that everyone should know is when you get a text from a text banker, you should respond. Even if you're like, I'm already voting for Biden, respond anyway, because those are real people, and they would love to hear from you. Today, somebody texted me and they were like, hey, are you going to vote? I was like, hell yeah. I was like, Trump's a dick. And they wrote back and they were like, great. We love this.
Yay, it is. And as the text banker on the other side, it's so great to receive those because like you can click and move on, but it's so validating. As I write, hi, my name is Emerson from the Biden-Harris campaign, like Michigan, Florida, everywhere, getting texts from me. It's so great when people say, hey, I'm on board. Thank you so much. Like,
yeah.
That's
For sure.
incredible, and something that everyone can do. And how did you two sign up to be text bankers? And tell our audience in case they want to join.
We went to the Biden website to sign up. Like, I'm headed towards phone banking. We've been doing the texting for a couple of weeks as like the warm up, because calling strangers is scary to my inner introvert.
Yep.
But the texting feels good. And you can.
There is a Victory 2020 page on the Biden-Harris campaign website, and you can sign up for a Zoom call that just takes like 45 minutes to an hour. They'll teach you how to do it, how to download the apps. It's very simple.
And they have lots of people, but like the down ballot races, y'all, every little contribution matters so much. The state level campaigns and the local level campaigns, every new volunteer is so impactful. I couldn't believe how few people there were on the Jamie Harrison Slack compared to the Joe Biden Slack. Yeah, he's doing great work and he's passing Lindsey Graham, but y'all, we really can make real impactful change even when we aren't financially able. I don't have the money to donate, so I'm giving the time that I have.
Yeah.
It's something we can all do.
And can we talk for a second about the amazing ad that I saw come out, which is just Lindsey Graham saying, "Quote me on this, I will not nominate a Supreme Court justice in an election year, and you can use these words against me." And that's the entire ad.
And we are.
Yeah.
Work.
This is out of control. It's out of control.
It is.
Well, you boys are the best. Thank you for coming to spend some time with us. Listen, hold on. We got to recap because you are busy, talented men. We have to
So many
recap
things.
what we talked about. You got to check out thedelshorestudio.com if you would like to learn the art of the sing and the act from either of these handsome men. You should go to tinyurl.com/bwaybiden if you would like to donate to Biden. And of course, if you are a fan of the homosexual shenanigan or the spooky season, this is emersoncollins.com. You can get your ticket to Once Upon a Lockdown.
Once Upon a Lockdown. Thank goodness for this title. Thank goodness for these outfits. I can't wait. I expect all of the production value. And by all the production value, I mean, I don't know what, some spooky mugs. I don't know what that means.
I mean, you're looking at the setup. You will see on the day.
Look at this. Look
Exclusive
at this.
first look.
We have our initials in the background. That's a set.
We love it.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much for joining, and please come back soon. And for those who are watching, stay tuned because there are always some fun projects that Blake and I are working on, including, you may not have known, but Blake was the main writer. I was the co-writer of You Wish, my single, now available on all streaming platforms. So please download and support me and Blake. And please go watch their brand new cabaret show coming up in just a couple weeks. Purchase those tickets, support local artists, support each other, and support your community. Thank you, boys. I adore you both so much. And good morning tonight.
Good morning tonight. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
My favorite morning show ever. It's the only one I've ever watched.
Oh my goodness, Michael. What a fun time.
What a time, and what a handsome, talented duo.
Yes.
Can you hear
I
me?
think, are we a little frozen, Michael? You're a little frozen. Get rid of that other screen, and that I bet will make everything better.
Speaking of a little frozen.
Oh,
Speaking
good
of a little
transition.
frozen, was that a segue,
I like
Jackie
that.
Cox?
That was a pretty good segue.
you
That was
know,
a pretty
listen,
good segue. Wait, but before we go any further, I have to clarify
We all
something.
thought
for the
we
kids
were
in the
having
comments.
technical.
I have to clarify. So the kid said no hocus pocus hate. Let me clarify. I'm a big proponent, supporter, and fan of the Halloween perennial classic Hocus Pocus. However, I will say that many gays and queens, myself included, have mined that material till it's no longer viable as Halloween source material anymore, because we've all done it 1 million times, including myself. I think I've done all of those songs 1 billion times.
Yeah. Guys, we have the people that watch the show are so fun. Yes, and you are correct. That was an excellent segue. However, Jackie Cox, I know I told you we weren't going to have a special report tonight, but I do want to take a moment to talk about something very important to me before we move on. And so sorry to hijack this for the second time tonight, but we have to talk about something important, which is, and some of the people that watch the show know, I have a favorite favorite show on television. This Witch's Brew is delicious. Called The Masked Singer. Season 4 just premiered on Fox, and I think you know where I'm going here, but we have to talk about it. Jackie Cox, I am on to you, and I can't wait to see you win The Masked Singer. Look at this. This is
Michael
the popcorn. This is the popcorn. She is on The Masked Singer. She is fully ripping off your entrance look from RuPaul's Drag Race season 12, 100%. And it's if you watch the package, she says, "I'm Miss Popcorn. I'm Popcorn, Miss Popcorn if you're tasty." She's from New York City. She works at night. She hangs out with royalty, like queens, and she's a little cheesy. So I'm just saying, I think we have a winner of The Masked Singer season 4 right here with us. Jackie Cox, I can't wait to see you win that show.
Michael Hull, this investigative reporting is unparalleled, truly, in the industry, and we will have to see. As you know, if I am the Masked Singer, I definitely signed an NDA that's very ironclad, and I wouldn't want to get sued by Fox.
You guys,
in which case, I cannot confirm nor deny that I'm the Masked Singer.
I'm telling you, start tweeting it now if you want to be ahead of the curve, you guys. Tweet Jackie Cox is the popcorn. And you won't regret it. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Anywho, let's go back to that Frozen segue because we are too excited to get to our next guest, and I think we got to get there.
It's true, Michael, because, as you said earlier, apparently we have a thing for princesses here at Good Morning Tonight. So we are super excited to catch you up with our next guest, and we hope you are too.
Yes. Lauren Nicole Chapman starred on the national tour of Kinky Boots before returning to New York to bring her performance as Lauren to the Broadway stage.
And more recently, she's known for playing the delightfully spunky, determined, and high-mixing/belting Princess Anna in Frozen on Broadway.
Such high mixing, such high belting. She's got a voice that just doesn't stop. So let's welcome to the show, Lauren Nicole Chapman. Well...
Lauren, she was just here backstage. Oh, she's coming back. She's coming back right now. Oh my goodness. She was right backstage. She ran out of the green room, because it's a real live production studio.
Yep.
And now she's back in. She just had to.
You know what they say, a bad dress rehearsal means a great performance. Lauren, give me a thumbs up if you're ready to come on.
She's ready. Bring her in.
Let's do it. Lauren Chapman.
Good morning tonight. Cheers.
Hi. Good morning tonight.
Welcome to the show. We're so happy you're here. Come on, cow udders
I'm
mug.
so happy to be here. I'm just like the taddest bit delayed. Okay, this is
That's
from
okay.
Kinky Boots on Broadway. They gifted me this when I left the show. So
it's amazing. I would say it's in fact an utterly amazing mug.
Jackie, I will kill you.
good one.
Lauren, where are you coming
love
to
it.
us from this morning/night?
I am coming to you from my apartment in New York City. I am finally back after
Welcome
very
back.
many months away. Yes.
Amazing. And how has quarantine been?
Oh,
I know it's a loaded
been
question.
All of the ups and downs. Let's just be honest. But I was on vacation when everything erupted. So I ended up spending almost 3 months in Florida. So not a terrible place to be. Stayed inside, quarantined, did all that, and then I was home with my parents for 2 months, which was a very special.
Yeah.
Well, New York is so
Happy
glad
to
to
be
have you
back.
back. And right before
thank
quarantine,
you.
were you still in Frozen on Broadway? Were you there up until the end, or had you left prior to that?
Yes, I had actually just transitioned to the Anna standby track for just about 3 weeks before we shut down.
Oh my
new
goodness.
position for me. Yeah.
And
So, bizarre.
and talk to us. So we had Adam Perry on the show a couple weeks ago, and he talked about how amazing it was to work on that show. What are some of your favorite memories of working on Frozen? And tell the kids, because we have a lot of not only Broadway fans but Disney fans in the audience.
Oh my gosh. Well, I always wanted to. It was a dream of mine to be on a show from start to finish, and so it was really magical to sort of see it come through all its phases, see it all come to life, and just to dive deeper into these sisters, these characters. And my favorite part was just watching. We can see the first few rows on the camera that is behind the music director. And so just watching their faces during Let It Go was one of my favorite experiences.
Oh,
We do love a
But it was
a dress
super
reveal.
magical. Yes.
Awesome.
Oh, we
And
love a dress reveal.
And you were the Anna that just didn't quit. You were with Frozen from Denver, and came all the way to New York with it and did everything until its very last bow. What was it like? Did a lot change along the road, or was it pretty much the same? What was that kind of journey like for you guys?
A lot did change. And in fact, we actually went back into tech just before we shut down for COVID-19. We were back into tech for about 4 weeks where they were making changes to the show. So Frozen was never frozen, as they say. They were constantly just trying to make it better and more magical than the last. So we had a lot of changes, and there was a song on the top of Act 2 called Huga, which always shocked people because we always came out in our nude suits. But that changed, I think, probably 10 times in choreography and technical aspects as well.
Oh my God, so wild. And we've been talking an awful lot about the Biden campaign this evening. I don't, we're not known for our subtlety.
We're not.
Cox.
We're not. We put the B right in it.
We put that B right in there. So I do want to share something that I scroll now because I'm an old person in quarantine, but I scroll on the TikTok now. I do want to share. You are also someone who has shared kind of a little bit about your political beliefs and have kind of used your platform to spread the message of voting. So I want to share with our audience a little TikTok that you recently filmed, paying homage to both your time as Princess Anna and to Disney's Frozen the musical. So take it away.
Do you want to vote for Biden? Come on, let's make it blue. I don't want to see a country hate. Let's advocate for the rights of me and you. We've got to stick together for democracy, 'cause things are getting quite out of hand. Do you want to vote for Biden? 'Cause Broadway only votes for Biden, where this app's not banned.
Yes!
So trendy.
Come through. Very TikTok. We love voting for Biden. We love it.
We love scrolling on the
So
TikTok,
good. I
as
love
do
it.
many of our fans in the audience.
Oh my goodness. That's such a cute video. And that may be the inspiration for the parting words closing number that Michael and I will be performing in just moments and minutes, if the kids can hold on with bated breath. But before we get there, I'd love to know, Ms. Lauren Nicole Chapman, what is something that you are hopeful for as we kind of move in through this election cycle and hopefully out of COVID and hopefully with the bright lights back on Broadway? What's something that you are hopeful for that's giving you some juice and energy as we kind of go into what's hopefully the last wave of this terrible, devastating time in this country? And what are some things that you're maybe hopeful for?
You know what? Through this time, I've seen so much more connection, and just, while there's a lot of negative things going on in the world, on the other hand of that, I've seen people step out and just their positivity, their creativity, the way that people are finding ways to come together to support each other in this time. It makes me very hopeful for, hopefully a more compassionate, communicative future as we come out of this pandemic and as we come out of this time. It's been really beautiful to watch. Obviously there's been a lot of sadness and a lot of negatives, but the positives have really been beautiful to see.
Yeah.
I love that. And I think too, it's something that I think all of our guests have shared, which is that, that feeling of community that all of us in the theater world are still able to find with each other and beyond, and that extends to the nightlife world and the drag world and then beyond. So I think it's so exciting to see, you coming and using your voice for something, that is important for our community. I think that's part of why I'm so glad Broadway for Biden has used you as this beautiful voice to kind of share this message, which is that, this community, really needs some new leadership and some big changes if we want to move into the next year and beyond. I'm reading reports lately that, things in New York are are going from bad to maybe worse if things don't change soon. So we're very hopeful for a new president and for this community to rally behind Biden and get ahead into the future. Lauren, thank you again for using your voice for that, because it's sadly not everyone has been as brave, but I'm just so happy that most of the Broadway community has been as brave as you are, and thank you, because that's really important for us.
Well,
and
it's also been a learning lesson for nobody to take anything for granted. Everything is super precious. So
yeah,
we're awaiting Broadway's arrival back.
And we hope it will be swift, and we hope it will be soon. Speaking of Lauren Nicole Chapman's voice, which the comments here are loving. You guys, you ain't heard nothing yet. We do not support bootlegs or illegal video footage. But if you would like to hear Lauren sing, guys, that TikTok is just the tip of the iceberg. I highly, highly recommend her handle is scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now. It is her name, Lauren Nicole Chapman. How easy is that? But also type her name into YouTube and just see what happens, because you will not be disappointed.
I love that advice, Michael. We would never encourage our audience to watch any illegal videos, but if they happen to watch them
specifically for the first time in forever, we would never encourage anyone to watch the bridge into the final chorus of For the First Time in Forever. We would never do that. Oh yes, and
the utters can hide the reaction. That's fine. That's smart. That's smart television.
Exactly.
I see it.
Go to your prop. You go to your prop.
Go to the prop. That's the way to do it. I have this brooch. I'll just tap when I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Lauren Nicole Chapman, in addition to hearing you sing on your social media, what are there any other things that you've been maybe secretly working on in quarantine, or things maybe they're just stewing up in your mind that you want to share with the kids as we move into this next phase of this never-ending quarantine?
I have really sort of taken a break from like the singing thing for a while, but I on the other hand, have sort of picked up. I took a writing for the sitcom class, so that's been sort of my creative quarantine project.
Oh my gosh, multi-talent.
Okay,
I love that.
But lots of pressure to write 2 to 3 jokes per page. So working on that, just trying to stay creative in that vein. So
yeah.
You'd be so great on a sitcom. I would love to see you on like a new version of like Friends or something. You'd be so great. I would love that. But like instead of like being a masseuse, you're like a Broadway star.
We'll see what happens.
Oh my God. Incredible.
Love it. Well, Lauren, you are just absolutely
I recently
the
did
best.
just get a very short haircut. So Rachel.
Ooh, the Rachel, a new version of the Rachel. Yes, thank goodness. We love the Rachel. I don't think I have the bone structure for it, but I'm so glad that you do.
Really, I do. I'm growing it out, it seems. If I stay in quarantine much longer, I'm going to have a Rachel.
I think you have the Ross Geller, if anything, Michael.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Lauren, you are absolutely the best. I miss you so much. Welcome back to New York City. I cannot wait to see you when it is safe to do so again. Kids, please do stalk her, because I promise you it is worth it. And we know that times are wild right now in this pandemic, quarantine, shutdown, political hellscape. So it means a lot that you came to spend some of your time with us tonight.
Thank you so much for having me. You guys are the best.
We love you, Lauren. Oh my goodness. Thank you, darling.
Good morning.
Good morning tonight, darling. Cheers.
Jackie Cox. It's been a night. You guys, thanks for sticking with us. We're having a great time.
This
is an ambitious episode, and we're glad you're here. Jackie.
This has been quite the episode. And as the kids are noticing, this is a real live television show. So you never know what's going to happen. You never know what kind of technical feats we'll pull off or attempt to pull off. And that means that you should subscribe and watch us live every Tuesday. And so if you have not yet subscribed, now is a great chance for you to subscribe to our show and check out all of the amazing programming here at the Broadway-Talk Live Network.
Yes, and of course, as we've been saying all night, if you're so inclined, feel free to make a supporting donation to Broadway for Biden, tinyurl.com/BYBiden. It supports the Biden Victory Fund, and we think that's a pretty great cause. There are 3 shows coming up on this network this week. And I'm going to tell you the first one because it's me again. If you want more of me.
They do.
I have a friend, Dylan Bustamante, and he and I host a Broadway happy hour on Thursdays at 5:30. Lauren Nicole Chapman is a prior guest. She made a delicious drink with us. Who knows what you may see? I mean, I know what you may see next, but I'm not going to tell you just yet. But we'll be here on Thursday at 5:30. That's Dylan Bustamante and me.
And then Monday is MT Trivia with Christopher and Kevin Metzger-Timson at 9 p.m., where you can challenge yourself and some Broadway stars at Broadway Trivia. And it's some of them are tough. They're tough ones.
First of all, I watch that. I watch all the shows because I'm on 2 of them. But I watch that show every single week. I have to say, it is the best time, but it is so hard. But it is like, I don't even know where they come up with it. Last night was Cara Lindsay and Kevin Massey, and it was awesome. So if you're into musical theater trivia, they're on YouTube. You can watch past dated episodes, or you can tune back in next Monday. And then, of course, next Tuesday, Jackie girl, it's you and me again with another Good Morning Tonight.
And should we tell them what our spooky theme for October's Good Morning Tonight will be?
You guys, I think it's time. For the month of October, we're doing something spooktacular. We will be reenacting all of Hocus Pocus, just the 2 of us. No, I'm kidding. That is not the surprise. Jackie, let him have it.
So for this October, we are bringing you Wicked Month every Tuesday night here at Broadway Talk Live, including our very special kickoff guest. She has a great name, I'll tell you that much. And she is an incredible star that you have seen grace the stage as, I believe, if I'm not wrong, was she the longest running?
She is she's done more. The verbiage gets a little tricky.
Okay,
the actual verbiage is she has done more performances as Elphaba than any other actress out there.
And it is Jackie Burns will be joining us this Tuesday. We're very excited.
Guys,
very excited.
We love Jackie Burns is with us. And then we will be bringing you more iconic witches from the Wicked musical throughout all of October. I'm pretty excited about it. So
I'm very excited. So stay tuned, and we'll have more special surprises to announce as the month goes on. So stay tuned. And in addition to all the amazing programming here at Broadway Talk Live, there's another very special piece of programming coming to your televisions tonight, Michael.
There is. Is it the debates?
You didn't know where I was going with that, did you?
Listen, we're flying fast and loose tonight. I think it's the debates. Is it the debates?
It is the debate.
The debate, singular.
This will be the first time that Joe Biden and Donald Trump take the debate stage live against each other tonight. Coming up very soon, I believe at 9 p.m. Eastern.
I think it's at 8 p.m. I think it's in 6 minutes.
Is it? I think the pre-show starts at 6, and then I think the debate itself is at 9. We'll find out. We'll be over in 6 minutes, and so we'll turn on the TV and see what's happening.
I think if you're watching this show, I think you know what Jackie and I are hoping for this evening. I think you know where Jackie and I's hearts are. And where we will be watching, we will be wishing, we will be cheering, we might be crying. We're going to find out.
We are. And we're going to leave you with some parting words, which will help articulate more of our feelings around this, while Michael quickly tears down and rebuilds the set.
Until next week, we love you all. Thanks for tuning in. And inspired by our delightful guest, Lauren Nicole Chapman, and our less than delightful president, and our hopefully changing president, these are our parting words for you.
The pundits are buzzing with their polls. I wonder if they'll speak on gun control. And we still have Corona to contemplate. For weeks I've wondered every day, would they let this happen anyway? But finally we're having the debate. There'll be actual real-life candidates sharing the very same stage. And wow, am I so ready for some change. 'Cause for the first time in forever, we'll see Trump and Biden fight. for the first
time in forever,
I'll be on edge throughout the night. Don't know if I'm just anxious or gassy, but I'm somewhere in that space. 'Cause for the first time in forever, we'll see who can win this race. I can't wait to see everyone, but I don't know if Chris Wallace is the one.
Tonight, imagine them head to head, but thinking of Trump fills me with dread. The picture of maliciousness and rage. I suddenly see him standing there, our hero Joe Biden, tall and fair. I wanna punch old Donald in the face. But then we'll watch them talk all evening. It may be totally bizarre. Nothing like debates I've seen so far. For the first time in forever, we'll see if Trump just wanes and waxes. For the first time in forever, he can't dodge his fucking taxes. And I know it's totally crazy to think he'll speak on his finance, but for the first time in forever, at least we've got a chance.
Don't let Trump in, just make him see. Be the Joe you know you have to be. Debate, be great, put on a show. Make Trump just scream so everyone will know. But it's only for today.
It's only for today.
It's agony to wait.
It's agony to wait. It's time for Joe to win this damn debate. For the first time in forever,
just make
we'll
him
see
see.
Trump and Biden fight.
The best Joe you know you have to
a
be.
chance to change this crazy world, to finally make things right.
Debate, be great, put on
If
a
we
show.
want a bright tomorrow, then we have to win today.
For the first time in forever.
For the first time in forever, Biden's going all the way.